Alright, it's about time I talk about Bluey. Bluey is probably one of the best cartoons to come out in the modern day. From a simple yet beautiful art style, great voice acting, and amazing storytelling, Bluey, in my opinion, is a cultural phenomenon. I would have loved to have had this show growing up as a kid. However, the only problem Bluey has is its distributor, Disney. Having banned 2 episodes and censoring various other episodes on the grounds of being inappropriate or offensive, Disney can hinder the Healer family's adventures. So for this episode, I'm going to review one of the banned episodes of Bluey called Dad Baby. The episode begins with Bluey cleaning up a spilled drink. Bandit and Chili are sitting down and Bandit says to Bluey, "Make sure you clean up all the mess." Bluey responds with, "I have to clean it all." Then Bandit says, "If you're going to do something, do it properly." Then Bingo enters the room with a baby carrier and asks what it is. Chili tells her, and Bandit puts it on to show Bingo. Then Bluey has an idea and tells Bingo to get in the baby carrier. After Bingo gets in, Bluey wants to play Dad Baby. So they start playing. Bandit pretends to be pregnant with Bingo. Then Bandit says he's hungry, so they go to the refrigerator. Bluey says, "You're eating for 2 now." As Bandit goes to take a bite, Bingo sticks her hand out of the carrier and takes the food. After that, they go outside and the game starts to take its toll on Bandit. So he sits down. Then Chili shows up and asks, "How's it going?" Bandit jumps up and says everything's fine. Then Chili says this is about time the baby starts kicking. So Bingo starts kicking Bandit. Bandit then decides to call it quits, but he can't get the baby carrier off. Bluey then says, "But you said if you're going to do something, do it properly." Suddenly, Bingo starts to slide out the bottom of the carrier. Bluey screams, "You're having the baby." Next thing you know, Bandit is laying in an inflatable kiddie pool and asks Bluey what to do. She doesn't know. Bandit then asks, "What now?" As soon as he said that, they could hear Lucky's dad singing. Bluey pops her head over the fence and asks for some help. He agrees. Then it goes to the next scene where they're all in the backyard. Lucky's dad is in shock and says, "I didn't know we were doing this." So they began trying to deliver Bingo. She fought to stay in while Lucky's dad tried to deliver her. Lucky stepped out of his house and told his dad cricket was on, so he told Lucky to keep updating him with the game. Then Bluey took over. Lucky came back outside to tell his dad about the score of the cricket game. He was about to leave for a second, but Bandit grabbed his hand and said, "You're not going anywhere." Bingo hung on for dear life as Bluey tried to pull her out. Bandit said to Lucky's dad, "Sing to me," so he started singing. And then Bandit and Lucky's dad started to push Bingo while Bluey pulled. Together they got Bingo out of the carrier. After that, Bandit is laying in the kiddie pool holding Bingo. Bluey then asks, "What are you going to name her?" Bandit responds with, "Let's get a look at her." Then we are greeted with the most adorable scene of Bingo ever. Seriously, I think this is where most of the budget went for this episode. Anyways, he said, "I'll call her Chili." Then Lucky's dad says, "You healers don't muck about." Bandit then says, "If you're going to do something." Then Bluey follows up with, "You do it properly." Then Chili from the second story porch says, "Congratulations, she's beautiful." Bandit replies with, "Oh yeah, thanks. I don't understand what all the fuss is about." Then the episode ends with Bluey saying "my turn" and Bandit whimpering. That's the overall plot of Dad Baby. My first time watching the show, I was like, "Oh my." But however, I enjoyed it. It was fun, chaotic, hilarious, and heartwarming. This episode did not need to be banned, in my opinion. Anywho, I rate this episode of Bluey an A+. Well, I hope you enjoyed this lengthy episode. If you have any thoughts or opinions, leave a comment. But with that, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.